Hey everyone, wanted to walk through just a couple things that we'll talk about tomorrow during our time together learning Ableton. One of those things will be on another video that I'll send separate for this, and that's how to do a looping click. So be sure to check that video out as well. It's a little more involved than what we'll see here. These two things will be relatively easy. First thing we're going to look at in this video is how we turn down individual tracks. So say you know for your worship set that you're going to have your live drummer. So what you don't want is to have your drum tracks playing over top of that. It's just just kind of a mess. So in order to turn down just the individual track, I mean, yes, you could go to the actual track and turn it down this way over here in this area, but it's actually just easier to do it this way. Click on the WAV file right here. It pops up down here, and we go to this area right over here and grab the handle, drag it all the way down, and you'll see the waveform diminish into nothing, and now you can't hear it. Now, if for some I do it that way just so if for like the next song for some reason you did need that track up there, then then it's back, and so it's just a little bit easier to do it that way. So I'll just kind of go through, and any live instruments that I have, I'll just go ahead and turn that down. I would probably have a bass, so I'll turn him down, and a guitar, depending on what guitars you have and what you want to leave in. You might want to take a listen to each of the individual guitars and what's going on. Same with keyboard. If there's anything that the keyboard is covering already, I try to just turn it down. And so I like to have it as live as possible. It's just, kind of a personal preference. But if there's anything that's really needed to kind of fill out the sound, I'll keep it in. Or if there's like a instrument missing. So now the other nice thing about this, if you find out at the last minute that, oh man, the drummer can't show up, then all you do is go down here, click it twice on where it says negative infinity, pops right back up. So then you got your drums all over again. So that's how you do that. So that's that one. Now here's the other issue, or the other thing we're going to talk about with levels. Fold all these up. So say this is actually a perfect example of the song Never Gonna Stop Singing. The original song has a really, really long, what I refer to as the Goodnight Cleveland ending. It's just a really long roll on the final chord, and it's fun little rock and roll moment. However, you can kind of see how long this goes. We are probably not gonna go that long. And so you don't want to have all your tracks, continuing to, be that loud for that long a time, long after your live band is actually stopped. That would be a little embarrassing. So what we do, a couple things you can do. First of all, you can take it, especially for a really long ending like this, you can grab the WAV file and bring it down. I usually go about 2 measures after what would be the final ending, the click would stop. And so we've got that here. Now, you still have this, like if I solo this here, you can hear it. You don't want that abrupt stop either. That doesn't sound particularly good or particularly natural. So in order to just kind of make it a little more natural and kind of blend in with your live band, what you want to go do is set an automated level. So what that means is as the cursor is moving along, it'll see certain lines and it'll automatically drop the volume down all by itself. So that's what we're going to tell it to do. So what we want to do first is click this little button right here, and that's going to open up some different options for each of our tracks. So I'm going to do this for the drum track right here. So right now it says none. I'm going to click to do the drop down menu and click mixer. Then I'm going to click track volume. Now you'll see this red line right here. You just set 2 points, your start point and where you want it to go down to, and you just bring it down here. Let me take us out of draw mode. I don't like that. There we go. This makes it a little bit easier actually if I take it out of draw mode. Okay, so yeah, because I ended up doing too many points. So you set a point here and here, and then you just drag it down. Now the other thing is, if you want to make sure you can hear the tracks in the next song, you have to make sure you set a point to bring it back up again. So it looks like there's only one set here. I bring it back up till it says 0 dB, which is kind of a steady hand, you'll see as you're dragging the mouse up. And so that way, when you listen to it now, here, I'll solo this one. It drops in volume, and then the volume will come all the way back up. You can actually see it happen right here too. You can see all the automated work. So that is how you do those two things. Now if you do that, you want to go through all your tracks individually and see any place where it drags on forever. For instance, in the guitars, you know the guitars are going to take advantage of this, so hey, they're not going to miss out on a fun Goodnight Cleveland ending. So you want to make sure that it ends right here. You can see these guitars are all still going on. They're hitting their E chords and just jamming out. So, and same with piano. So you would do that process for everywhere that you see that wave file, just so you know it can all fade down together. So that is that. We will walk over these things tomorrow, Tuesday, and then you'll get a chance to work on them in the studio yourself. Have a great day, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.